Let's talk for a second, folks. It's Valentine's Day. Some of you might be wondering, so hey, bro, what's good with you? You don't got you a little some? You don't got you a missus yet, bro? Why haven't you started a family, bro? You're getting up there, bro. These are all the narratives that I hear from my family. I'm sure my sister would like nieces and nephews at some point. So for anybody who's wondering, sure, I'll share. I'll share my personal relationship status right now. As of this current moment, I'm ultra single, like super duper single. And I say that with no shame. Dang, bro, you ain't got no game, bro. What's going on? You don't got you nothing? Damn, bro, nothing. Woo, woo, woo. Hear me out. My reasons for being single might be the same as yours, might be different from yours, but I'll share why I'm personally single right now. Couple of reasons. And these are in no particular order. One of the reasons as to why I'm currently single at this current moment, to be honest, I'm scared. Not afraid of commitment. No, oh, he's afraid of commitment. No. I'm not afraid of commitment necessarily. I'm afraid of choosing incorrectly. I'm afraid of wasting my time. I'm afraid of investing my time, money, energy into somebody who's not appreciative, somebody who, is here for because I feel like nowadays people get into relationships for all the wrong reasons. So one of the reasons is I'm afraid, bro. Like, honestly, like, humans are fickle. I've said that before. Humans are hard to gauge. They like you one day, they hate you the next. They smile in your face and say one thing, but their actions do otherwise. And for me personally, I've always said this for some time, I don't have time for trial and error. Me personally. Kudos to the people who can go on this date this week, go on that date the next week, have a rotation of 2-3 joints at a time. Peace and blessings to you on that journey. But for me personally, I don't have the energy to be doing all that, to be completely honest. So that's one. One, I'm afraid as a whole for all of those reasons. I'm afraid that people are fickle. I'm afraid that people yada, 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 all this other stuff. That's one. Why else are you single, bro? What's the problem, bro? Damn, you don't got you nothing, man. You ain't married yet, man. No kids. Woo, 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 woo. What's going on, bro? Talk to me. Another reason, honestly, and again, these are in no particular order, as to why I'm currently single, is because I've grown over these past, I would say, honest to God, bro, over the past decade, past 10 years of my life, I've been on a steady journey of just bettering myself, right? I think we all can agree, right, that before any of us had the audacity to hop out there and join forces with another counterpart, so ladies, if you're a lady right now looking for a man, fellas, if you're a man right now looking to get with a woman, before we can join forces with anybody, I would hope that all of us are doing the work within ourselves. You see what I'm saying? I would hope that all of us are doing the work. Some of y'all are not ready to be in a relationship because you've not done the work mentally and emotionally. I'm talking to both the fellas and the women. This is not me bashing women. This is not me bashing men. This is holding both parties accountable. Some of y'all are rushing to get into a relationship, but you're not mentally and emotionally stable. You're not. Let's just keep it real. I'll speak for myself personally. I feel like these past few years, I've been working on myself. As cliche and corny as it might sound, I'm working on myself to become the best version of myself so that way I can increase my chances, right? Let's just keep it real. If I work on myself behind the scenes, focus, maybe when I'm satisfied with the version of myself that I am, I would have better pickings, right? I would have more success in the dating pool because I would have done the work. You see what I'm saying? Some of you guys are trying to get into relationships prematurely. Your emotions are up one day, they're down one day. You too probably have trust issues because you haven't healed from the scars from your previous relationship. I don't know who I'm talking to out there in the world. You too probably, have trust issues. Maybe you got cheated on before and you haven't really healed from that pain. So now it's just like, and I get all of that. So before you hop out there and say, all right, I'm out here looking, make sure you've done the work, my friends. Would you date you? I want us all to stop for a second right now. Ask yourself, would I date me? What qualities do I possess right now that would make me an ideal candidate for anybody? Again, ladies, if you're a lady right now, for a man, fellas, for a woman, what qualities do you possess right now that another partner would look at you and be like, yeah, I like this about him. I like this about her. I'm not saying you have to have it all the way figured out. I'm just saying it's best to have as many boxes checked off before you hop into this dating pool and call yourself looking for a relationship. So that's another reason why I'm single, man. I'd rather just do the work and make sure, hey, man, I'm out here confident because I've been doing the work mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, whatever the case is. Let's touch on finances. Let's keep it real. Let's touch on that real quick. You know another reason why I'm single? Because to be completely honest, it's too expensive. I saw somebody tweet the other day. This was like last week sometime. I saw somebody tweet. It was like a random tweet. They was like, yo, you have a girlfriend in this economy? I thought that was funny. To have a girlfriend in this economy, bro, you got to be up there, bro. Your pockets got to be secure, especially if we're going off of traditional norms. If we're in traditional norms right now and we're still understanding that, oh, it's the man that should provide and it's the man that should, front the bill, this, that, and the other, because I feel like the dating pool is so screwed right now. I feel like 50-50, God forbid you talk about 50-50. And again, there's online rhetoric and then there's real life rhetoric. I want to believe that there's real people out there that they don't fall for the social media gimmicks and you're maybe okay with going 50-50. Or maybe you're setting realistic expectation, ladies, I'm talking to y'all. Maybe he doesn't have to have 6 figures. Maybe he doesn't have to be 6 foot. Maybe, and I said this before as well too, I think ladies, some of y'all standards are going to start lowering when you start realizing that there's nothing out here. So, okay, maybe I wanted him to be 6 foot. Okay, maybe he could be 5'9". Okay, I wanted him to make 6 figures. Okay, he just has to be able to take care of his own bills. Okay, maybe I want him to have his own house, whatever the case is. Okay, maybe he's, renting or whatever the case is. Depending on your age, this and the other, maybe you have roommates. I don't know. It's going to vary based off your lifestyle. But to be completely honest right now, folks, I make enough for me. I've said this before as well, too, and I have no shame in the game. Like, I currently make enough right now to maintain a party of one. Yeah, okay, I can maybe afford a date one weekend. Okay, I can maybe get you a nice gift, whatever the case is. But as a man, it's expected of us to provide all the money for the dinners and the concerts and the restaurants and the trips. Yeah, she might, if you got a solid woman, she might contribute here and there. Okay, I'll pay for this, you pay for that. However you guys might work it. But still, folks, to have a girlfriend in this economy, it ain't for the weak. And I might have even tweeted that as well, too, some time ago when I was like, man, fellas, speaking man to man right now, it's probably best that you get your papers straight. It's either, here's the thing. It's either you wait until your bag is all the way secured, right, to be a contender in this game, and I'm talking to myself as well, too, or you find a girl with realistic expectations. She's not maybe expecting you to pay for everything. She doesn't mind, okay, cool, you got the last one, I'll get the next one. But there's a demographic of women out there that they don't want to come out of pocket for nothing. And fellas, those are the women you got to stay away from. You got to stay away from those because it's just like, again, in this economy, I think some of us think that everybody's making 6 figures. I think the social media rhetoric online, and this is what I be saying, you got to be mindful not to be falling for social media rhetoric. This online stuff, I think everybody's under the impression that we're all making 6 figures. We're all, financially stable, mentally stable. It's just like, don't fall for the online rhetoric that's telling you that everybody got it figured out. Some of us are still figuring it out, and that's okay. See what I'm saying? Why else am I single, bro? Honestly, I see my life going 2 ways. I've kind of just like accepted the terms right now. There's 1 or 2 ways that my life could go. All right? Again, I'm 35, God willing, I'll be 36 in April. There's 2 ways that my life can go. And right now, it's leaning closer to one than the other. Right now, it's either option A, I, just fully embrace rich uncle vibes, still working on the rich aspect right now, but I have 2 nieces. Hey, man, maybe you might just be the rich aunt, rich uncle. Maybe marriage is not in the cards for you. I'm talking to anybody right now. Some of y'all, marriage is probably just not in the cards for you. Let's just keep it real. There's a harsh reality out there, bro. Just like marriage might not be in the cards for you. You got to be okay with that. Relationships, kids, this, that, and the other, that might not be in the playbook for you. And you got to be okay with that. So I'm at the point right now in my life where it's just like, you know what? Hey, I'm going to go with whatever works. If it's written for me right now from God that say, hey, man, I got something lined up for you. You will be married. Cool. No problem. If he also has it, hey, man, I don't have you lined up to be married right now. Cool. No problem. You got to be okay with whatever outcome. You got to be okay with whatever hand life deals you. Now, of course, you can, put all the measures that you can in place. You can work hard and this, that, and the other. You can be intentional about getting in a relationship. But some of y'all, we just got to keep it real, man. It might not happen, and that's okay. You might not get married. You might not have kids. That's just the reality. You might be single forever. Let's just keep it real. And that's what I've embraced as well, too. So my life could go two ways. It's either option one, I remain single, stay focused. Okay, you might see me with a little, at Thanksgiving. Oh, who's your friend? When you pull up to the family dinner on Thanksgiving, hey, who's your friend? Hey, this is my friend. We'll keep it pushing. I might be on that vibe. Or I do see, I see it. Like, I could get you a missus, get you a main piece. You know what I'm saying? You guys are building. And I have criteria for that as well, too. You guys want to know about criteria? You want to speak on criteria? Should I describe my ideal woman? I'm yapping, but I'm going to get back to the music as well, too. Do y'all want me to describe my ideal woman? Hopefully she's watching. Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. Until I find this type of person, I got standards. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit picky. I think we all are. I want to believe that I have realistic standards, but I have standards. I can't just be joining forces with anybody. I don't want you to be joining forces with anybody. Some of y'all have given in. Okay. Sure, you. Some of y'all have given up. I'm telling you to have realistic standards. I'm saying it's okay to have standards, but have realistic standards. So for me, there's some boxes she must check in order for me to be her man, her husband, her boyfriend, whatever. Here's some of the things I'm looking for. I'm putting this out there in the world. Anybody, if you can hear me, just putting it out there in the world. Here's this, the basics. Me right now, I'm a sucker for beauty and brains. That's the basics, foundational, beauty and brains. Am I saying she has to be a rocket scientist and no. But I want you to have some substance. I want you to be able to form a conversation. If we're talking, I want to hear your perspective. One thing I don't like airheads, young. I don't. There's two types. All right, let me tell you the two types of women I don't like. It's so funny because I've never said this out loud. Only a few people know. There's two types of women. It'll never work. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. I'm not saying I know these women in particular, but there's two type of women that you'll never see me with. I don't do ratchets, young. What is it? The sexy red, pat, hey, nah, I don't do that. I don't do none of that. I don't like ratchets. Don't get me wrong. I like a little bit of spice. You see what I'm saying? I like a woman that can handle her own, but I don't like the ratchets. I don't like, girl. I don't like none of that. The housewives of this, that, and I don't like none of that. So, hey, if anybody out there is watching, you're not going to see it happen. It's not happening. That's me personally. Everybody got their type. Everybody got what they're looking for. I don't do ratchets. You're patting your weave. You're, girl. Nah, bro. Nah. That's one. The other type of woman I don't like airheads, young. I don't like girls that's I don't know. The airheads girl, those ditzy, again, I'm not saying you got to be a rocket scientist. You don't got to be the smartest girl in the world. But know a little something, something. You got to know a little something, something. I don't like ditzy girls. I don't know. The girls, you ask them something. I don't know. Everything is, I don't know. What do you think about this? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I never thought of that. I hate girls that solely depend on their looks. That's another girl I hate as well, too. I hate girls that, they're only leaning on their face card. It's they look good, cool. What else do you do? I'm going to give you that every single time. If you look good, cool. I'm going to give you that. What else do you do? It's not enough to just lean on your looks, ladies. I'm trying to tell y'all something real. Don't get me wrong. There's some men out there who do want that. They want women that are quiet. They want women that they're the trophy wife. She doesn't talk much. She doesn't say nothing. She's behind the scenes. She just look good. When we pull up to the dinners, she looks good. When we come into the family functions, she looks good. She don't talk, don't ask her nothing. Maybe like kind of like Kanye. I could never be Kanye in that situation. That'll never be me. It's like she's airheadish. Like she don't got no perspective. She don't got no direction. Like those are the two types of women you're just never going to see me with. So basically, the opposite of that is what I'm into. That's my type. Now, some could say, hey, man, it's slim pickings for all of that. I don't know if y'all agree, disagree, whatever the case is. But for me, I'm looking for a particular type of woman. And I'm sure she's out there. Maybe our paths have crossed. Maybe it hasn't. Maybe this person's a complete stranger. Maybe I've met you before, whatever the case is. But that's why I'm single, folks. I don't think I have necessarily high standards, but I've come this far by myself. Why give in now? You're just going to give in and settle? I'd rather just stay by myself. I'm protecting my peace, and it just has to work like that. If it's not like that, I don't want it. And I think this is another element that we kind of miss out on when we're coming around relationships. When you're getting into a relationship, you're not just dating that person. You're dating their whole sphere. You see what I'm saying? You got to be cordial with her mom, her dad. I mean, it's respectable too. Some people say, oh, I'm not dating them. I don't care about that. Teach his own. But when you're dating a girl, ladies, when you're dating a man, you gotta mesh well with his world. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you're my girl and I'm bringing you into my world, you got to mesh well with what I got going on. So, again, the ratchets don't really mesh well with what I got going on.